Here in central Indiana, clear skies, lots of sunshine, although as the afternoon wears on, Rob, we've noticed a little more cloudiness around here.
Yeah, we had a little bit of moisture sneak its way in from Illinois, and that led to a couple of pop-ups this afternoon. Most of you have not seen any rain. I know you want the rain, but there are a few locations. Unfortunately, the few locations that are getting rain, it's really raining hard in those very isolated spots. So it's the haves and the have-nots at this point. And you'll see that on radar. We are tracking a few of those showers. And yes, there are a few thunderstorms. Nothing severe at the moment, just heavy downpours. Again, most of the radar is pretty quiet. But when you look at who is receiving the rain and how slowly these showers and storms are moving, you see that, well, there's just not a lot that's showing up on radar. But boy, where it is raining heavily. Trafalgar right now and just to the south. Good bit of lightning showing up as well. We had some showers earlier near Martinsville, and then there's kind of an axis of moisture here as we take it a little farther to the west. We've been seeing some of these scattered showers that have been popping up maybe closer to the Illinois line. In fact, right on the Illinois line there's a couple of showers that are really producing some heavy rain, maybe even a little bit of small hail. As we lose the heating of the day, these are going to really ramp down pretty dramatically and pretty quickly. Temperatures are going to start to cool down. 83 is where we sit currently. We actually had much warmer air farther to the south and west. It's 90 in Terre Haute. So those showers and storms that popped up, not unexpected. We saw it yesterday in the southern part of Illinois, but some of that humidity started to creep in. In fact, look at the dew points. This is the best measure of humidity and moisture in the atmosphere. Look at the higher numbers here. Dew points into the 60s. We hadn't seen that across parts of Indiana for a while. We've seen most of this drier air that's been in place, but some of that more moisture began to sneak in. Isn't out of the question that we would have seen those scattered showers and storms, and you can see some of those off to the distance to the south of Indy right now. Temperatures will come out of those 80s. They will move back down through the 70s and into the 60s during the overnight. Because the moisture has been added into the forecast for some of you, especially south and west, I think you may end up seeing your temperatures stay pretty mild overnight, maybe mid 60s overnight. If you're farther to the north, probably into the mid 50s. But look at tomorrow. 88 is our expected high temperature. In fact, the weekend forecast looks like we'll keep a pair of 8s in there for Saturday and Sunday. And a quick note, even though we've had this long stretch of 80-degree temperatures, they haven't been record highs. They've just been warmer than average. The records have all been into the 90s. That's about to change, though, because on Sunday, the record for Sunday, I believe, is 87. So we're forecasting 1 degree higher than the record. That would be, I believe, the first record high temperature we have seen in at least 2 months. I'll have to go back and check the records here. Cold's forecast looking pretty good, but temperatures are certainly going to be warm with plenty of sunshine expected. I'm still expecting dry conditions. That rain chance isn't going to arrive until we get into Tuesday. Now, we'll bring that chance in for Monday, but this is really late Monday and into Tuesday. This is when the pattern changes. How does the pattern change? Well, we're going to go from the 80s and we're going to drop the temperatures down a bit. Unfortunately, I couldn't keep the 60s in the forecast. We had to bump up those temperatures toward the end of the 7-day, at least for high temperatures. The overnight lows still look pretty good, 50s and 40s as we head to the end of the forecast. Good chance that we'll see some rain on Tuesday. It's just not a good chance that we'll see a lot of rain this Tuesday. We'll keep an eye on that part of the forecast. In the meantime, I'm also keeping an eye on traffic for you. Overall, we're seeing the usual backups. There was a bit of a backup here on 465 southbound, maybe south of Interstate 69. That's because of an accident that has now been cleared. I showed you that a little bit earlier. Things are looking much better. Let's take you to Interstate 65. This is going to be near State Road 334. Overall, traffic moving nicely. Still watching a couple of areas. This is an area that we've had problems with for what seems like months, all the way through the summer. And today, it's exceptionally high volume. Also, you take Interstate 65 south of the South Split and you squeeze it down to 2 lanes, and this is what it looks like. Unfortunately, that's going to back things all the way up to the South Split, through the South Split on Interstate 70 and 65, through the splits and even to the north side of the city.